Sai showed me this really cool fucking edit of the NTR dialogue thing.
So I called up a few of my friends and they said, NTR birthday vastunnadi kada, why don't you make a tribute for him or something. There are 12 notes on the piano. Obviously, you'll find something similar to another song.
Are you telling me you haven't watched Aditya 369?
You explaining this to someone is more funnier, bro. Bro, you know what? Tarun Bhaskar, when I met him, he felt like a celebrity before he was even famous.
Hi, this is Barack Obama, and I'll be giving you an intro about our sponsors today. MNV Digital Marketing is a 360-degree marketing agency based out of Hyderabad. Be traditional digital marketing services that your brand needs. A professional drone shoot for your real estate products, real estate lead generation, professional video shoot for your restaurants. They've got it all. More details about them in the description below. Let's hop back onto the video.
Welcome to the podcast. We're in the 11th episode of our DaPod series, and I didn't even think that we'd be finishing at least 6th or 7th or 7th. We'll be giving up at 7th or 8th episode, but we've made it to the 11th episode. And for this episode, we have my dear friend, I would say. We had a very small conversation, but we had a good vibe that we matched. And let's not waste any time and welcome Shouri. What's up?
Hi Raghu. Thank you for inviting me. This is very nice.
How are you? How are you doing?
Pretty good, bro.
Yeah.
Still surviving.
So yeah, welcome to the pod. I've been wanting you to get onto the podcast since episode 2, but I had to build up some rep before I get you in.
What are you talking about, bro? You've done well for the last 11 episodes, bro. You still killed it.
So we met only once, right? I mean, Sai Prakash has been talking about you a lot, and we've met during the MNV house party. And we were pretty much not available to talk.
Right. There were some technical difficulties.
That's why we got this podcast now.
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't want to waste any time.
Okay.
The first time I heard about you, and I've checked out your Instagram, and the first thing that stood out to me is your music producer career. Maybe that.
Right.
So yeah. Where did that come from? Like, I want to understand, where is this music in Shouri?
I actually, since forever, I've been a fan of Yuvan Shankar Raja.
Okay.
Right? Since forever. And I still remember to this day how in 12th grade, I randomly just, looked up music production softwares. And I just got into FL Studio. I just got into FL Studio and I downloaded the, pirated version.
Okay.
And I started learning from YouTube how to make music. This was like I think 8 years ago or something, and I just kept making music since then. Like
Sai showed me this really cool fucking edit of the NTR dialogue thing. Dubstep was that dubstep?
Yeah, I think that's dubstep.
Oh my god, it was mental, dude. Like, was it during his birthday or something?
కానీ టచ్ చేస్తే దానమ్మ షాకే సాలిడ్గా ఉంటుంది షాకే క్యారెక్టర్ కొత్తగా ఉందని ట్రై చేశాను లోపల ఒరిజినల్ అలాగే ఉంది దాన్ని బయటికి తెచ్చావనుకో రచ్చ రచ్చ
Yeah. So I called up this was during the COVID time.
Okay.
And I needed something, bro. It was so boring. I kept making like the same beats and stuff. I needed something interesting. So I called up a few of my friends and they said, NTR birthday vastunnadi kada, why don't you make a tribute for him or something. And that entire track I made in like one day, maybe 1.5 day max.
Oh, fuck.
Just cooked it up, put a bunch of my favorite NTR dialogues together, and it clicked, bro. That time it was insane. It was the first time I got that type of traction on Instagram.
Okay.
I
You didn't
loved
put
it.
it anywhere else on Instagram other than that, YouTube, maybe?
My friend made another edit video and he put it on his YouTube channel, Goli Soda. And, that also got a good amount of traction on YouTube.
I think you should re-upload the NTR thing now, maybe sometime.
I
Make a reel again.
I keep sending it to like these fan pages, right? But dude, they don't want to post it.
They don't wanna do
They
that.
don't want to post it, bro. Why?
Because, I mean, dubstep, maybe they're not really into that.
I don't know why, bro. But I think it's like a total treat for NTR fans.
It
That
is,
one thing.
it is.
Yeah. I don't know, but I keep sending it out every time it's NTR's birthday. I send it out to NTR fan pages. They tell me it's great, but they don't repost it, bro. Come on, guys, repost
The
it.
craziest thing was I was super fucking high when I heard that, and it just elevated some shit. I'm not really a fan of dubstep. I'm more of a very chill. I don't know the genres, no. I'm more of a Martin Garrix, the Afrojack. That's my vibe. Is it house?
That's house,
Yeah. So I'm more of a house vibe, but dubstep's very little. So that really, I mean, because it had NTR, of course,
Right.
it was too fucking good.
What my friends really liked about that track is it starts out as a dubstep track, but in the end it turns out to be like one mass, like koncham a teen mar beat vasundi. And
Fusion.
Yeah. My friends loved that part though. NTR was fun.
Who's your favorite? Like when we're talking about EDM, are you? What's your favorite indie EDM?
EDM ante I listen to Armin Van Buren. He's not EDM though, he's trance. I think.
It's more psytrance, yeah.
Yeah. I actually don't listen to electronic, not electronic, EDM. I don't listen much, bro. I don't listen to house much. There's this director called Nicholas Winding Ref. He's made some amazing movies called Drive, Only God Forgives. So he's got some electronic soundtrack on Mata, which I really love. It's got a low, dark vibe, electronic stuff. Techno laga.
Armin is coming to India, you know that. Sunman's bringing Armin to India. But the fucked up shit
insane.
is they're not bringing him to Hyderabad. It's just 3 cities.
Bro, that's insane, bro. If anything, you should be coming to Hyderabad.
Exactly. Instead, they're bringing Dimitri Vegas and Luke Mike to Hyderabad. Come on, man.
Haven't they been to Hyderabad a bunch of times already?
It's the second time over here, and I was really, when they announced that, some crazy artist is gonna come to India, and I thought, okay, fuck, India, I thought, okay, major cities, Hyderabad bhi rahega. But you see Armin Van Buren and nah, man.
I saw a video of that guy performing on Burj Khalifa, and he set some world record or something.
The highest music producer.
Yeah, something like that. That's insane, bro. That's insane.
Burj Khalifa is like the hub for setting up world records for each and every artist.
Right.
Even if you're a stuntman, you're a music producer, whatever.
Right.
You could just, I think some Emirates also, they put their air hostess on top of the Burj Khalifa and they shot a video. Emirates or Qatar Airways, somebody. The air hostess was standing on top, like not where Amin was. It was actually on top on the pinnacle, the slope of it. She was standing on that with some harness.
Why would they make her do that, bro? Why would they
She was smiling, and the shot was basically she shows some placard about Qatar Airways or Emirates. I don't remember. And there's a flight that goes right behind her. It's a beautiful shot, but insane shit to do it on the tallest building in the world.
Dude, everybody's doing it on Burj Khalifa, bro. Freaking Liger.
Yeah.
The teaser on Burj Khalifa, bro.
అక్కడే సగం బడ్జెట్ ఎగిరిపోయి ఉంటుంది.
సగం ఆలోచన లైక్ సినిమా తీయడంలో పెట్టుంటే బాగుండేది.
అంతే కదా, కొంచెం రైటింగ్ మీద పూరి భయ్యా. Sorry. Anyway, we'll get into that. We'll get into the movie file thing. I still want to explore a lot with the music thing. Do you have a band or something? Are you like a group of people, or are you just a solo artist?
So every artist has a bunch of like, they have a little bit of a crew behind them. No, not really, bro. No, I'm not really part of a band, but I would say every artist is kind of a band by herself. They have their own group of people who help them make the video and the music. So it is kind of like a crew, but no, not a band. I don't play the piano, but I put in the notes anamata. Direct ga you can put in notes,
Yeah.
you can make chords and stuff. So I just clicked
There's
it.
no point in having a physical instrument at this.
Yeah, I have physical instrument too. I use it when
I've
I'm
seen it on your Instagram. Yeah.
I use it only on certain full-fledged songs. Like Telugu folk music చేస్తా నేను. Like తీన్ మార్ బోనాలుకి పాటలు చేశాను. ఈ మధ్య చేశాను
ఈ సైడ్ ఆఫ్ షౌరి.
బోనాలుకి చేశాను, గణేష్ చతుర్థికి చేస్తాను, ఏంటి శివరాత్రికి చేశాను.
అంటే is it like for personal thing like just చేశాను?
No, they're out on
commercially.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Only for those tracks I need that keyboard because Indian music, Hindustani scales are so different, dude. They're not.
They're wide. They're very exploitative.
Yeah, very wide, exactly. And you don't find those notes in other scales, major scales, minor scales lo undav anamata. So you need to play the piano for that.
So I think you're producing the intro for our podcast as well, I guess.
Let's go, bro. Let's go. I'm down. Yeah, why didn't I think of that before, bro?
Finally achieved.
Yeah.
I think we can close out the podcast now.
Good night. See you. We're done here.
So yeah, I'm expecting. So give me a good beat for my intro.
It's a brilliant idea.
10 second, 15 second for an outro.
I'll definitely work on that.
We'll just kill it. So far, I've been just picking it off from Envato Elements, some royalty stuff. I'm just picking it off that, but I would love to have a personalized thing.
100%, bro.
Yeah, I really want to explore this thing with you. I've seen this. There's an AI called Luma. I don't know if it was Luma or not, but I don't remember the name. But there's this AI which can basically produce any kinds of beat you want. You just type in the fact that, give me a jazz fusion with an Indian instrument like tabla or something, and it gives you not so accurate but a very close representation of it. So as a producer yourself, how do you feel about AI making music? How do you think that's going to change the industry? Is it
I like it, bro. I mean, I don't think it has. I don't like the beats. I haven't used it much, honestly. Because it's robotic, dude. You can't expect like a machine to make music, dude. It's just not it.
But do you think it can get better tomorrow? Like today, it's very rough.
100%. Yeah. The thing is, you can definitely use AI to make music, but it needs human touch. Music needs that human touch. The thing is, human ears are so trained. You can tell what's robotic and what's actually made by a human. Even you can tell if the music was played by hand or if it was clicked in.
Okay.
You can even tell the human ear is trained.
Okay.
I mean, they won't. You can't expect a person to just say it out loud, but they'll tell that it feels robotic. Koncham a human natural element ledu ani cheptaru. It's like that. So I don't expect AI to go a long way with music. But it's going a long way with other things, bro. It's insane, dude. It's insane.
So I've been exploring something with the podcast itself on AI. So we have obviously MNV as our sponsor, right? So given that the sponsor intro that I wanted to do, I've been doing that with various artists' voice.
Okay.
So recently for the sixth, I started from 6th episode where I put Barack Obama's voice explaining the services that MNV has.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So it was not so accurate because Barack has a very deep voice. It's a very old voice.
Oh yeah.
So what it does is basically it has a data set of all Barack's speeches. Right. They put it in a zip file and they just give it to the AI. It compiles it into something and then you give it voice input from your side. Okay. It internally converts it itself into Barack's voice. So at some cases it works. And there are other people who have done it where suppose let's just say you've taken an Atif Aslam song. You've given it to the AI. You've given 100 Atif Aslam songs and you've given Arijit songs like Kesariya. You've given an Arijit song. You tell it to convert the Atif Aslam song. You convert the Arijit songs to an Atif Aslam song, right. And it did it perfectly. It even got the high notes that Atif produces. And it was mental. God. I think you should actually check it out.
Scary.
So, exactly. That's what I was expecting. Like, for a music producer, that is scary because tomorrow you don't have to even get out of your bed. I can just sit on my computer and recreate your voice.
Right.
So, at what point does this stop is what I'm excited about it because I'm not in that industry, but you being in the industry, maybe that might jiggle a bit.
What's scary about it is like, what if I get a call from you one day, right? And then it's just Priya using like the AI to like she's speaking with me in Raghu's voice.
Exactly.
That's scary, bro.
Exactly. With the ChatGPT integration behind it, where it just recognizes your voice and gives you an actual answer to what you're telling you.
Yeah.
It's scary, man. It's scary, but very exciting as well. It's gonna.
Yeah.
I am excited though. I'm excited what's gonna happen with the AI thing. I mean, I've been exploring a lot. My podcast is being edited by an AI, to be honest.
I was just going to say that, dude. Editing with AI, that looks really cool, especially with those reels that have been coming out.
Yes.
Some fast cuts.
Exactly.
Really
It's just
looks
making
good.
2 hours of my basic edit. It's just doing it in 10 seconds. So it gives me more time to focus on the audio or the graphics that I want to implement into it.
Right.
So
silences ni cut cheyadam.
yeah, exactly. Jump cuts. It'll even, you know what? Just given an in and out point, it'll convert it into a vertical reel format. You give a horizontal one. It'll give an in point like I want this for my Instagram reel, and it'll just cut it, show the person who's speaking, and it'll show it in a vertical format.
Dude.
That's mental.
Firefly, yeah?
No, it's Autopod.
Auto.
It's a subscription thing, like something like 2,400 per month or something. But
Wow.
it's worth every fucking penny that they're putting.
Right.
So yeah, if anybody's a podcaster, I think you should check it out. And there are many other subscriptions out there, AI out there who are doing it. So I'm excited about what's going to happen in the AI future.
Hemisphere, yeah.
Yeah, it's too good. It's too good. So any before we give an end to the music topic, what can we expect more from Shouri as a music producer? Anything upcoming?
What can you expect, dude? I'm like,
Apart from the pod's intro.
that's going to be a banger, bro. I promise you that, bro. That's a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
What can I expect from Shourie? Yeah, see, I don't know what I'm expecting from myself at this point, bro. I used to keep listening to this dialogue. Everybody used to say, artist to the journey and artist life is one journey. And I never understood that, bro. I was like, artist life ain't, but I'm getting it now because I'm going from one phase to another phase constantly and like one phase I had was with this Telugu folk music. Another phase I had was with Yeet, this hyper pop anmata. Hyper pop genre. It's Yeet, koncham futuristic sounds, mottam synthesizers vaadi chestaru. Now I'm in a phase where I'm trying to like use only natural instruments, pianos, acoustic guitars, harps, stuff like that. So I don't know, bro. I'm trying to look for something, dude. I'm trying to constantly look for inspiration that pushes me to a new phase. That is exactly why I've been these days investing in like audiophile stuff on manchi earphones, manchi headphones, and when you listen to good music from A.R. Rahman on those headphones,
You'll feel everything.
Yeah, you get inspired with those small sounds.
Yeah, I get it. So I was recently. I want your opinion, and we already spoke about it the other day on the at the party. Thaikudam Bridge and Kantara case. So what are your thoughts on that? Do you think Kantara ripped it off? Huh? Yeah. Do you think they ripped off?
Bro, like, dude, if we get into it, like, you could find... Dude, there are 12 notes on the piano. There are 12 notes on the piano, bro. And music has existed since ancient times. So, obviously, you'll find something similar to another song. I'm totally against like people putting out copycat videos on YouTube. Ante no atla etukte you will find similarities between everything, bro. I think it's time people start like enjoying music for what that song is instead of trying to compare it with another song.
So what you're saying is Taman never rips off any music from his own.
He 100% rips off everything. He 100% rips off, bro. But like I'm saying, like for me as an artist, I try not to like think about that too much. Businessman lo pilla chav vastundi, bro. Like, I'm like it works.
That was DSP, huh?
No, that was Taman.
Taman,
That was
huh?
Taman for sure, bro.
Okay.
So like when that song comes, it's a banger, bro.
It's a banger,
Mahesh
yeah.
Babu doing Pilla Chow, that's a vibe, bro. Why not?
Yeah.
So like, who cares if he copies, bro? It's
Yeah,
a
talking
fun
about
time.
businessman, we've been seeing a few videos circulating on social media of yours
Right.
on MNV's official page itself.
Right.
How was the? I've never been to the re-release thing. It's too much crowd for me, so I've stayed out of it. But how was it, dude? How was the experience?
It was the first time for me to
Acha.
going to a re-release. Actually, it was the first time that I've ever been to a first show experience on Mata. Insane, dude. Insane. I loved every second of it.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, bro. That
I
culture,
could
you can feel the energy in the theater, and
Was it uncensored? No, huh?
it was censored. It was censored.
It was censored.
Yeah. It's okay, bro. I don't want to hear Mahesh Babu saying bad words, bro. That guy is like
It's like a saint to the industry.
He's a goddamn action figure, bro.
Come on, అప్పట్లో మహేష్ బాబు వేరు ఇప్పుడు వేరు ఇప్పుడంతా మెసేజ్ స్టార్ట్ చేసేట్టు కానీ come on man, the OG businessman, the pokery days.
That guy is an action figure anmata. He's got nails to his joints, so he can only dance like this and he can only say dialogues in monotone, but it still kicks ass.
We watch it. It's
Yeah.
fun. It's
Still
fun.
kicks ass, bro.
He delivers it. Chalu.
Yeah.
First time I watched Businessman was like.
I think some Mahesh Babu fans might be out to get me after I just said that, bro. I feel scared already, guys. Please, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna censor it too.
Thank you. Take it out, bro.
Maybe I'm not for traction. I
Go
never
for
know.
it, bro. Negative news gets those views.
Exactly. So yeah, talking about movies, you guys, you and Sai Prakash had a podcast. It was
Chitrasabha. Yeah.
Chitrasabha.
Yeah.
What happened to that? There were no episodes popping out.
Yeah,
I saw the first one with Pulp Fiction.
Right.
Then I haven't seen anything.
I mean, bro, setting it all up and the thing with like online podcasts is there's that Zoom call or record cheyadamu. I don't know, it's too much work, bro. You know it best.
I know.
We have so much interest and passion to talk. Prakash has a lot of crazy trivia to talk about movies and stuff. He knows a lot of stuff about movies, and I have a lot of experience with words in my cover. Good number of movies, right? We have lots to talk about, but setting a podcast up, bro, that's the deal.
When I started this podcast, I had this very strict rule with me. No podcast on Zoom or Google Meet. It has to be in person.
That's a good
If you're not here, I'll wait for you.
Yeah.
But I don't want to slack off and like, okay, chalo, I'll just sit down at room, I'll just wear something and
And this feels different.
Exactly.
This has a more, it's like the acoustic guitar, right? It feels more natural.
Exactly, yeah. So that was a rule that I've stuck. I don't know how long I'm going to stick to it. Maybe if Rajamouli wants me to interview him, then maybe I'm going to set up a Zoom
you got
call.
Steven Spielberg on the pod. You gotta take a Zoom call, bro.
Yeah, then we have to go for
Yeah.
Zoom call. So yeah, I was checking out. Yeah, sorry.
Where do you wanna take this? Who's your dream guest on the pod, man?
Narendra Modi, man.
Narendra Modi. Ooh.
I'm being sarcastic.
Dude, you into politics, huh?
You could say I don't have the luxury to think about politics today. I was a very left wing during my college days. I used to hate on the BJP government. I didn't like it a lot.
Okay.
But then again, as I started working, as I started, many things came into my hand. I had the work pressure. I had my other hobbies that I had to do. That's when the politics was in the back of my head. Like, okay, I'll watch the news. I don't have to react to it.
Right.
It's just something that just passing cloud. So it is wrong to not think about the country, but again, I don't have the luxury to give a comment on that and again receive a backlash or comment on the backlash again. So no. Right. I think I grew out of the politics era. Maybe
and it's like all the news that you hear of politics these days is negative, and you really don't want to get into all that.
Exactly.
Stuff.
You need to be in that positive headspace to at least work on something.
Yeah.
I mean, this is taking all the day of my time, this podcasting. I go home right now and I have to edit my my previous episode.
Perfect.
So my Sundays are pretty much packed up.
Okay.
So I mean, it's a good thing to be. It's a good thing. It's not like I'm not doing anything. I'm doing something. So I'm doing something that I like. I've been actually wanting to start a podcast since like 10th class into first year. When I first heard about like someone called Joe Rogan or someone who does podcasts for like 3 hours, 4 hours, and all that. Okay, fuck. What do you talk in like 3 hours? And then when I started actually listening to it, oh motherfucker, it's too good. This is like, it's like a basic setup. Like if you see Joe Rogan, it's not, we're even sophisticated more than what Joe Rogan does.
Right.
But there's no lighting to Joe Rogan. It's just like, he just sits there, he just smokes his joint and is just talking. So he's my inspiration to do this. So yeah, maybe Joe Rogan, I want to interview the father of podcasts.
Oh, yeah. He's the father of podcasts, huh?
It's an unofficial label, but he's been the first person to...
Just give it to him, bro.
I mean, 1200 episodes consistently. Have you seen the first episodes of Joe Rogan?
I think it was like super grainy and like low quality light.
And even he was not even half of in the screen. Like he was just, his half face was in the screen. That was his podcast back in the day.
Wow.
I mean, to start from that and now being acquired by Spotify for like $600 million. Wow. It's mental. Yeah, Spotify acquired him for $600 million. Now it's exclusively on Spotify and then it comes down to YouTube. Earlier it was just live.
I always used to think, who watches podcasts? And actually, I really didn't know podcasts had such a big market.
Yeah.
But if you actually watch the right people and watch the right episodes, there's so much to learn.
True. The Elon Musk episodes, there are 2 episodes of Elon Musk on Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
2 years apart.
Right.
It shows how he has grown, how his company has grown from the first to second episode. He talks about SpaceX a lot. I like space exploration a lot. So I'm very interested in Elon Musk. Awesome. So it was an amazing episode. One cool trivia about that episode. You might have known it. Back in the day, Joe Rogan was live. So we're recording it right now. We're editing and posting it tomorrow. But Joe Rogan, he sits people down there and it's actually live, broadcasted on YouTube.
Right.
So this was during the daytime and... Elon Musk was there and for some reason, Joe Rogan. He rolled a joint, he started smoking and it's like, he passed it on to him.
Right.
He took 3 drags and that was his mouth fagging. He took 3 drags. After the podcast ended, Tesla's shares were down 5%.
Down 5%?
Down 5%.
Oh my God. Oh.
Because he was smoking pot on live TV. It was during daytime when the markets were live. They were down 5%. And that was during the times when SpaceX was still a very nascent company. So it was still talking with NASA for their payload and all. So NASA has the Defense Authority of US has this rule that no authoritative person nobody in the defense industry should smoke any narcotics.
Oh.
But because this guy was smoking narcotics on camera, they denied a contract to him. That's when he stepped down from the board of directors in SpaceX. So that to find a loophole where, okay, I'm not in the management era. I'm the guy behind the camera. Of course, he's not.
Right.
So that's how he got the contract back again. So yeah, just to take 3 drags, and that was just mouth fagging, motherfucker. And
but his face turned so red though, dude.
Yeah.
It was so red.
But oh my God.
5% for Elon Musk is jujube, bro. That guy.
But back in the 5% Pandasare, like stakeholders will like just bash him. It was mad. 5% now that time Tesla's was going at high. So yeah. Okay. I mean, the fact that he smoked a pod and the shares went down, so that was very weird for the world back in the day.
Yeah, no, that was kind of surprising, dude, to see Elon Musk.
It was great. It was like greatest movement that Elon produces. Are you into crypto?
No. Is this a question you ask on your guest? Are you into crypto?
I think I should, I guess.
No, dude, I have no knowledge about that side of the world.
Me and Suraj met via crypto initially. There was a podcast before this podcast. It was on Clubhouse, where I used to run Crypto Mania Sundays. So every Sunday, Clubhouse was popping up back then.
Okay.
So every Sunday I used to create a room and we used to just talk only about crypto. That's when I met all these people like Suraj and a few of Sai Prakash's friends and all.
Okay.
So yeah, it was good back in the day until Clubhouse died.
Clubhouse is dead now?
Yeah, it's pretty much. It's cringe right now. It's just horny people on there doing some horny stuff.
I bet, bro.
Please don't go to Clubhouse.
Dude, I remember the first time you get invited or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Some bullshit, yeah.
You need to raise your hand and the speaker should invite you in.
No, I was inside a room and it was just like I think there were I think there was one girl in the room and like a bunch of other guys, and they were trying to hit on this girl, right? And that
Exactly.
was the concept of that entire episode, and it was so cringe, bro. I couldn't believe it.
It has turned worse right now. Worse. I just thought
What are they doing there, bro? What do they do?
it's bad. It's turned to toxic, so 18 plus, so chapris and all. It's so weird. Thank God it died, man. I don't want to see it pop up.
It's not even.
It's there. It's
huh?
live, but
Okay.
it's pretty much nobody. I mean, it's like Threads. It was like this 5-day thing,
Right.
and now nobody cares about it.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Threads.
Yeah.
Threads is dead. Threads
Threads
is
is
already dead.
Yeah. So before I wanna go explore a lot regarding this movie file thing with us, because I watch a lot. Me and Zaprakash, we used to, like, every time we watch a Marvel movie, like I was in Guntur.
I've seen the episode, yeah.
Yeah. So every time we watch a Marvel or a DC movie, we just call up each other. We used to actually talk on calls like for like 1 hour, 2 hours, talking just about the Flash.
Oh, the recent Flash?
No, the Flash
TV
series.
show.
Yeah.
Okay.
We should just talk about that. So I want to explore that a lot. So
The recent Flash disappointed me, bro.
oh fuck.
Dude, what was that, bro? What
Yeah,
was
I
that,
mean,
bro?
I liked the fan service, but I didn't like how the production happened.
It was I could see that DC
Dying.
look, that it had that DC look, but I don't know, bro.
I've seen the Zack Snyder Justice League, the entire 4 hours.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it?
No, I have the black and white
Noir version,
Blu-ray
yeah. The Noir.
version. I watched the first, dude. That was a piece of art
Yeah.
right there. The black and white version. I haven't seen the full thing though, but it was
I mean,
beautiful.
you should. Are you a DC or a Marvel fan?
Marvel. I mean, dude, I watched all DC movies umpteen times, bro.
Yeah,
Okay, you know, I love DC. I don't want to get into this Marvel DC thing right now, bro. You can't that's a never-ending debate, bro.
Look at this.
Oh yeah, you guys in Prakash, y'all are a trio. You guys ganging up on me now. But,
Yeah. So, okay, well, let's not get into the Marvel DC versus thing, but I love Marvel. I'm not saying I don't love Marvel, but if you had to compare, I would say DC.
Prakash told me the DC was the first comic to ever come out. They were invented.
Doctor Strange is a
superheroes.
ripoff of Dr. Manhattan. Not Dr. Manhattan, Dr. Fate. There's Doctor Fate in DC, then Doctor Strange in Marvel.
But I feel like the only awesome movie that has ever come out from DC is from Christopher Nolan, dude.
I mean, it's the production again. You know, the WB, the Warner Bros has fucked it up. The internal politics has fucked it up. That's where Marvel triumphs, where Kevin Feige is at the helm of everything, and every stakeholder at Marvel or Disney has to listen to what he has to say, which is not the case with DC. It's the saying hand has been changing a lot in that DC industry. There's sometimes Christopher Nolan, and there's Zack Snyder sometimes, and there's Joss Whedon sometimes. So it's just
Joss Whedon, bro.
Yeah.
I think Nolan walked out because he had something to do with.
Snyder walked out.
Snyder walked out.
Snyder walked out because his daughter died of suicide. His daughter died, and he walked out of Justice League, and that's when Joss came in. He did the reshoots, and he fucked the entire movie up.
My God, I didn't know that, bro. Yeah, that's insane.
That's when everybody released the Snyder Cut movement has started, and the Snyder Cut released after a lot of fans actually pushed it to release. So.
You know, Marvel, I'm a huge fan of the original Spider-Man, the trilogy, right? That was epic.
Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, dude, it's so good. Now it's a meme for some reason, but I like the memes.
Oh,
actually.
it's good. It's good. I mean, you must have been elated looking at him in the what is that? Homecoming?
No, not really.
No?
Not really. For me, it was like Flash. For me, it was like, Flash trying to bring in the old, what's his name, bro? I forgot his name. Yeah, trying to bring in all the old men.
But I think they did a good job with bringing the trilogy, the trio, the Spider-Man trio in the Spider-Man.
I didn't like it.
Oh my God, you're the first person to, I mean to say that.
It had a lot of, it didn't have a good action scene, bro. I don't remember it having a good action scene, actually. Very basic. I watched it in theaters.
Bro, they're swinging from the three Spider-Mans are swinging on the building in the final scene. Is that not action enough?
Yeah, I think that was a good moment. That's all I have to say about that, bro.
God damn.
Yeah, no, I don't really vibe with it. I watched it Texas lo nenu. I watched it in IMAX screen with a good audience. and the energy in there wasn't. They weren't happy, bro.
Yeah, just walk me through this IMAX and non-IMAX experience. Is it any different?
Dude,
Is it worth the price?
100%, bro.
Okay.
100%, dude. If you're a fan of cinema, of any cinema, you should watch it in the best possible, way, dude. You should watch it on a big screen.
I watched Oppenheimer on the big screen at Prasad, and it did
PCX, huh?
yeah,
It's
it
good
did it the service, but there was no, it was not IMAX, but
Exactly.
it was it's what we could afford. It's
Yeah.
what the Hyderabad could
That's all
afford.
we had, bro.
Yeah,
The city that had the biggest screen
and
in
the first
India.
IMAX in India has no IMAX right now.
Yeah.
My God, they did Interstellar screening the other day.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
were going crazy about that,
Yeah,
bro.
and it's just people just on Reddit. Reddit organized that. There's the Hyderabad community on Reddit organized the entire thing. My God, it was
okay.
amazing. So yeah, let's talk. Let's delve more into movies. Wow. Let's talk about Tollywood. Like if we had to explore a lot about Hollywood or anything, we could talk for hours and hours.
Oh yeah.
So do you like Balakrishna?
Yes and no. Yeah. No.
I think I'll cut the yes part and just put the no part and trigger the fans.
No, dude, like he's wild and all that. I get all that fanship. If I'm watching it in the theater, with the fans, yeah, I'll go crazy, bro. I'll go wild. But otherwise, I'd never watch a Balakrishna movie.
I watched what is this movie that Shiva thing? What is this recent Tamil music? Akhanda.
Oh God.
Yeah, that was the first Ballaya movie that I watched in theater, and I was like,
All the thing about Ballaya movies, enta loud untayo. Everything slapping your eardrums. Every sound, there's an explosion every 3 seconds, and there's somebody shouting every 5 seconds. I can't do it, bro. I can't get into that, bro.
I don't know if it was for Akhanda or something, but for some scene in some local theater, the speaker actually exploded. Yeah, I'm gonna put up a video over this.
I
but
bet it did, bro. I bet
it did, but I don't know if it was Akhanda or something. But the speaker exploded, giving fires.
Dude, that's insane.
And people are just going bonkers looking at the fire of the speaker too. And it was actually loud. Dude. My God, I went to like 7.1 Dolby Atmos thing. I don't know how legit the Atmos thing is, but my God, Taman just fucking killed it in that.
Taman went all out with that, bro. He turned it all up. It's like,
Yeah.
turn that up.
It was mental.
I think the last good Ballaya movie I watched was Simha. Yeah, Simha. I barely got the name out right, bro, but I think that was a good movie, bro.
For me, it was Aditya 369. I mean, if you go back, Aditya 369. Please don't tell me you haven't watched.
I have no idea what that is.
Ballaya, that's like the sci-fi. Ballaya did a sci-fi movie.
What? No way, bro. You went out in space.
Are you
huh?
telling me you haven't watched Aditya 369? Just do that today. Go home today, watch Aditya 369.
No, I can't.
I'll tell you what happens. I'll tell you, it's actually a very good movie.
No.
And listen to me. See, they create a time machine. And Ballaya, along with the heroine and some other guys, they go back in time or they go back in the future and fight this guy with some powers and all.
I can't.
I know you're laughing, but this was the shit back in the day. It's too good, dude. It's like a classic movie for Ballaya.
It sounds out of this world. How come I've never heard of this, bro?
How can you not hear about Aditya 369?
That is insane.
Oh, it's good. You should actually watch it. I'm not being sarcastic for this. It's actually a very good movie in that time. The time machine sounds very. It looks very toy-like, but it is actually a good movie. I mean,
You explaining this to someone is even more funnier, bro. Ballaya
So they
time
go-
traveling.
but they travel in time, dude. This is the Mogambo Kushwa. You know that meme? I don't know his name. Like it's a very famous meme. But oh my God, you haven't watched Aditya 369. I've lost respect for you, Shouri.
Dude, no way, bro. Come on, bro. I don't think I've seen. I don't think I've seen any sci-fi Telugu movie. What was the last time you watched a Telugu sci-fi movie? bro?
Sci-fi. What do we have sci-fi? Like, can Kartikeya be sci-fi? No, I cannot.
No, that's some adventure fantasy.
We don't have a sci-fi.
We
We
don't
don't
have
have a proper sci-fi.
I think Allari Naresh made a A sci-fi movie.
Sudiyadu.
No.
Sudiyadu is a cool fucking
There's a
satire.
3D Allari Naresh movie.
Acha.
Yeah. There's a 3D Allari Naresh movie.
Yeah, Tollywood went through that. Do you remember the 3D phase that Tollywood went through?
Yeah.
It started with Om. Kalyan Teja, NTR's brother. Kalyan did it was some 3D movie. Om Ankunta. I watched it in theater and I they implied that bullet going like this. It was this. I didn't know what the first 3D movie was.
There's always something that has to be poking out of the screen, bro.
Exactly.
Otherwise, it's not 3D, bro. It's gotta be poking.
Have you seen this movie? Anaganaga Odhirudu. Please.
Siddharthi.
Yes.
He's blind in that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
That's like crazy movie which didn't work, but
right.
Yeah, it was amazing. I watched it in theaters. Like somebody gave tickets to us.
Lakshmi Manchu was in it too.
Yeah, Irendri. Her name was Irendri.
Wow.
Fuck, I remember it. So I love that movie, dude. Like, it was probably the first fantasy movie that I've ever watched. Like, I was introduced to a fantasy genre rather than like action movies. Oh man, Disney produced that. Disney produced a Tollywood movie, Anaganaga Odhirudu. It was Shruti Haasan, Siddharth, Lakshmi Manchu.
Right.
It had the snakes popping out from Lakshmi Manchu.
I remember that.
God, I love that movie.
That's so good, yeah.
Our audience, they don't get it. If we make a movie similar to like now, they won't get it. But
people still don't get Siddharth's movies, bro. He's too artistic. He makes a lot of artistic stuff and he doesn't get credit. Even that horror movie that he made, The House Next Door, didn't get enough credit.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, let it be. I don't want him to change just because of that. Let it be. Let it be the artistic Siddharth that he is.
Oh, yeah.
We don't want him to change.
100%, bro.
Yeah. And,
Tollywood lo inkem some landmark movies, bro. Horror lo, I'm a huge horror fan. For me,
you've told that, yes.
Recent times lo, Masuda was one of the coolest horror movies I've ever seen.
I haven't seen, but my favorite horror movie is 13B.
13B. Oh, that blue tint and that. Oh, yeah.
Madhav and
yeah.
I remember just the scene where he talks to his wife about the Kama Sutra and that. So that's when I discovered like, okay, there's something called Kama Sutra now.
Oh, wow. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it scared me, bro. That's a creepy movie.
Crazy. And the writing is good. The story is amazing.
Yeah.
Story. It's a rewatch. It's a rewatchable horror movie, even though you know the plot line,
right.
You know how it ends.
Yeah.
So yeah. We made a good. Tollywood made a good horror movies.
But I don't think that's Tollywood. I think that's Bollywood.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's Bollywood,
13B is Bollywood, dude. Yeah.
Okay. I think I watched in Telugu. So.
Telugulo landmark films was film by Arvind, Anasuya.
There's some pizza.
Pizza is Tamil. Was Tamil. Masuda. You talking about Hyderabad Reddit, right? So when I went and watched Masuda in the theaters, there was this guy. It's a horror movie, one of the best. It's got very slow narration and light background music, right? When you're watching it in the theaters, you want people to be silent and also join you on that vibe, right? You know what one guy did? He shouted Jai Ballaya, bro. In a Telugu horror movie that was done right. This guy shouted Jai Ballaya, okay, and that it pissed me off so much. I went back home and I ranted on Hyderabad Reddit.
Wait, I think I've seen this post on Reddit. I'm very active on Reddit, so
yeah, I posted it. I posted me saying like people have some common sense. Idi and చెప్పి full rant chesanu. I forgot about it. 2 days later, I opened
crazy
Reddit.
traction.
Yeah.
I've seen it, dude. I remember seeing this Jai Ballaya thing. Lots of people do that, but I remember Masuda and Jai Ballaya, somebody ranting on that.
Right.
I'm gonna reverse.
And I loved seeing all the support, come in. People were like, what's this Jai Ballaya nonsense, bro? All the time, Jai Ballaya. I get it. He must be, you might like him and all, but కొంచెం decorum ఉంటే బాగుంటుంది. Yeah.
But they do it for open. They did it for Oppenheimer too, man. What do you want me to do? God damn.
And another thing about అది కొంచెం కాంట్రవర్షియల్ స్టఫ్ లోకి వెళ్తున్నాం కానీ ఆడియో లాంచెస్లో దీస్ big actors, bro, who have such an incredible amount of experience shooting for like 20 years, 30 years in the film industry. They're talking in the audio launch about their movie and the fans can't stop shouting.
Yeah, it's
they don't let him.
Power star.
Yeah. పవర్ స్టార్ అనే కాదు, ఏదో ఒకటి అరుస్తూనే మాట్లాడుతూ ఉంటారు. వాళ్ళు తాగొస్తారో ఏంటో నాకు తెలియదు.
నాగబాబు గాట్ సీరియస్ అనుకుంటా కదా.
యా,
వస్తాడు ఆగండి రాడు.
I mean, it's sad to see all these big people stoop down to that level and having to tell fans కొంచెం మాట్లాడనిస్తారా అని చెప్పడం. why do you want to get into that, bro?
Because we have to కొంచెం అంటే మనం తెలకెక్కించేసుకుంటాం ఈ యాక్టర్లు అనగానే కొంచెం. సో అది తగ్గేంత వరకు we can't go back on this ఇంకా. Because that's how it is. I don't think it's going to change. Because I've been to them, okay, Hyderabad, okay, little bit better. But I've lived in Guntur. I've seen movies in theaters in Guntur.
Oh yeah?
So yeah, Guntur is basically, you know Guntur, right?
Dude, my parents, my dad is from Bapatla. My grandparents are from Bapatla.
Bapatla. I was in Vadlamudi. Yeah.
Right, there we go.
Yeah. So I've seen the TDP, the PSPK, the Power Star in the theaters.
Oh, Power Star was, Pawan Kalyan was born in Bapatla, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
nice,
he's born in Bapatla.
So yeah, I completely agree with you. Even mana age lo unna vallu kuda, like 20 years, 19 years guys, 16 years people, even vallu kuda being influenced through this actors, politicians and all, and behaving in a way, it's I don't think it's going to change. We say that, okay, generation వల్ల వచ్చింది, మన పేరెంట్స్ వల్ల వచ్చింది అనుకుంటాం, కానీ it's deep rooted in you.
Actually, I'm proud to actually have to be part of a community that takes, movies and it's like blood donation చేసేస్తారు. I mean, that's good, bro. I like that, that's
but when it
amazing.
turns toxic where you're putting fan wars.
Yeah.
Talking about fan wars, just
Yeah.
a little thing. My friend had this amazing Facebook page. Like Facebook meme pages were popular back in the day before Instagram blew up. There was this page called MACTS, Max. It has a full form. It's about pop culture, like it has anime, Telugu movies, Hollywood movies, everything. And it grew to like 45k, 50k followers. Like 50k followers back in the day on Facebook was too fucking huge.
Oh yeah.
And he got so irritated with the toxicity that was happening in the comments. Like it's just fan wars, like Allu Arjun fans fighting with these people, and he just shut down the page. Maybe if he would have kept that until now, it would have been at the next CapDT or something. He would have monetized it. So yeah, it has ruined a lot of the fan wars. These people in comments have ruined a lot of lives unknowingly behind.
And the actors you're fighting for hate you fighting for
exactly.
them. It's like,
they're okay with they're friends with each other.
Right.
They go on parties and we're the one who are killing each other in this.
Yeah.
My God.
It's super weird like that.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been too much negative, I guess. Let's just
Some serious conversation.
let's flip it.
here.
Let's flip it. So I've seen on Instagram that you've met Tarun Bhaskar.
Yes.
You met Tarun Bhaskar before he was Tarun Bhaskar.
Bro, you know what? Tarun Bhaskar, when I met him, he felt like a celebrity before he was even famous, bro. Like you've met famous people, they carry that energy,
Aura
that
with them,
aura.
yeah.
He had that, dude. He had that. He was a superstar when I walked in, bro. So funny story. This was for my school event. చెప్పాను కదా, స్కూల్లో డే విత్ ద లీడర్ అని ఒక ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఉంటుంది, వెర్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు గో మీట్ అ బిగ్ షాట్ అండ్ స్పెండ్ అ డే విత్ హిమ్, లెర్న్ ఫ్రమ్ హిమ్. సో I used to write to Times of India a lot when I was in school, and editor there hooked me up with Tarun Dasyam anamata. So
was he doing any movies like Pelli Choopulu kuda? Was it really? No,
it was right before he made Sainma, that short film.
Sainma was too good.
Yeah, I met him right before he made that.
It was way back before he was launched in Tollywood, I think. Yeah, continue.
So me and my mom came with me too to drop me, and we went up to his office, and when I walked into his office, there were like 6-7 guys, and the room was like it had like a bunch of beer bottles anamata, and I was in like 10th grade or something. So my mom was like, what's going on here, who is this guy? And like, she was weirded out. She's like, who am I leaving this my son with? Right, but
what is this, Tarun? Come on.
Right, so she left me, and Tarun Dasyam was so nice. He was like, sorry, ninnane kotta project ayindi ee beer bottles anta, and he took it all off. He made it super down to earth.
You were in your school dress anukunta kada?
Yeah, I was in my school dress.
Yeah.
So I spent a day with him. He showed me how he writes scripts. He showed me the format of final draft.
Okay.
I met the Nagesh. I think he's a cinematographer, a very famous guy. I met him also. He explained about lighting and all that. It was a crazy experience, bro. You could tell that this guy was on to something. He's on a roll. He's going to get, I could tell anamada.
I mean, traveling with such people for a whole day is like, it's too good. It's like too much of information you can take in.
Yeah,
It's too ecstatic.
Back then, I actually didn't realize that I'm part of this guy.
He was not even that big as well. Like nobody knew him, to be honest.
But he was famous in the short film,
The group,
area on YouTube. He was pretty famous.
Yeah, but I got to know about Cinema only after Pelli Choopulu. Like somebody mentioned it in some interview or something. So I was like, okay, what is this? And I checked out Cinema. Oh my god,
So good, right?
oh, it was too good.
So good.
Too good. For a short film, it's like crazy. It's crazy. I loved the writing. I loved what's his name? What's his name?
Rahul Ramakrishna.
Rahul. Yeah, Rahul's acting in that. It's mental.
So good, bro. So good. But Tarun Dasyam, I really find him very inspiring. He's made it, bro. He's made it really big. And he's the guy that you want to root for, you know. He's a guy from Hyderabad that you really want to root for, dude.
I think I love him more as an actor than as a director, to be honest.
అదే నీకు మాత్రమే చెప్తాను నీకు మాత్రమే చెప్తా that insane. Okay, I'll tell you this. So I watched that movie first day, first show in Brahmaramba. Second day I watched it again, same time. Okay, third day I booked my ticket but I couldn't go. Tarun Dasyam and the entire freaking crew comes to the theater, bro. I was like, god damn. But I love that movie. That's a really fun movie to watch. Meeku matrame chepta. What's your favorite Tarun Dasyam movie?
It has to be Pelli Choopulu.
Pelli Choopulu.
It has to be Pelli Choopulu. The beautiful, the soothing vibe that it gives. Like it's a proper movie that I want to watch while I'm eating.
Right. You can play it in the living room of your house
and just chill around. You can just hear it. Even if you're in another room, you can hear it and like, oh yeah, I know this scene. It's a very funny scene.
Yeah.
So that's a very good movie. I mean, he has some great movies again. But come on. Ine is obviously popular, but I don't want to go with the most popular opinion. I want to...
My parents don't like Inagram Kemaindi. They're like, these guys, enti vaadu last lo job వదిలేసుకుని club, you know, ఏంటి షార్ట్ ఫిల్మ్స్ ఇస్తాడా ఇప్పుడు, ఫిల్మ్ డైరెక్టర్ అయిపోతాడా ఇప్పుడు, ఏం జరుగుతుంది antaadu.
But Ine re-release kuda, I've seen the videos on Ine re-release. Like, too good. Like, it was like a concert of a whole movie. Like, people were repeating the dialogues.
Right.
That was great. I want to watch a re-release Gani. I can't handle the crowds, man. I'm a very solid.
Wild. ఇష్టం వచ్చిన డాన్స్ చేస్తారు, పేపర్స్ ఎక్కడి నుంచి వస్తాయని నీకు అర్థం కాదు, ఆల్ కైండ్స్ ఆఫ్ థింగ్స్. I'm really glad I went to Businessman re-release, bro. That was one epic thing. Now I think Nayak, Ram Charan the Nayak వస్తున్నదంట, గుడుంబ శంకర్ వస్తున్నది.
Why Nayak? Why? Magadira Jai Bhaiya, please.
I know, right?
I want to watch
Nayak
Magadira.
Not that great. But Gudumba Shankar is, that's a vibe.
Okay, you go classics kelpa, I'll agree with you. Go with the classics. Why Nayak? They're doing some video kuda chestunaru. Balakrishna kuda some flop movies తీసుకొని చేస్తున్నారు. సినిమా కాదు, ఇంకేదో సినిమా చేస్తున్నారు. Like, yeah. So I think it's been 50 minutes, 40 minutes, I guess. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I have So I wanted to cap off my podcast from 6th episode. And I was like, okay, we need to cap it off at 40 minutes. Nobody's going to watch for like 1 hour. I was like, it's been 50 minutes.
That went like a snap, bro. That was pretty fast.
Yeah, I think it's been a while. I know we have a lot to talk, but maybe it's for the next part 2 of podcast. Yeah, let's do a part 2.
Fuck yeah, bro.
So yeah, for now, okay. I almost forgot. So we have this cool thing that we do with this podcast, where the guest from the previous episode asks a question to the next guest.
Okay.
And then you have to ask a question to the next guest. So I don't know who's going to come tomorrow. So you can. It has to be very generic.
Okay.
So my question would be, what was something that you wanted to do in your life so eagerly that you were not able to? Is there something like that, or have you achieved everything and you're like the person? Like, is there something that you have?
No. That's a nice question, no? What have I always wanted to do? I think I always wanted to make music, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
And you're doing it now.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, 100%. I always used to wonder, how did he make that sound? How did you know, how did, like, was that on a piano or what instrument was that? I used to always ask myself questions like that. And once I started to mess around with music production, yeah, I think.
Yeah, I think you can WhatsApp me or your next question. Just WhatsApp me that, and I'm gonna ask that to the next question.
Thank you for not putting that pressure on me. No, bro.
Yeah, I've realized that from the past guests and all. So yeah, just WhatsApp to me. So yeah, on that note, we can end the podcast.
Awesome.
Thank you for watching.
That was awesome.
Yeah, let's go. Ciao.
That was really cool.
Hi, this is Barack Obama, and I'll be giving you an intro about our sponsors today. MNV Digital Marketing is a 360-degree marketing agency based out of Hyderabad. Be traditional digital marketing services that your brand needs, a professional drone shoot for your real estate products, real estate lead generation, professional video shoot for your restaurants. They've got it all. More details about them in the description below. Let's hop back onto the video.